Good morning, this is Ra Castaldo and this is Exploring the Ka. And today is Monday morning and it's a busy Monday, and I just wanted to have a quick discussion to add some more another video to my Long Beach Chronicles series. And you see, even though it seems that I'm like jumping around from from topic to topic, they are all linked together. They are all linked. I mean, this is an interesting world, and you know, all of our ideas and experiences and encounters and dreams, they're all linked into our soul, into our genetics, and into our eternal memory. And I really feel that, you know, when we dream, this is our reality, this is our soul living. And they are like dominoes. I said it over and over again. All of our bodies that experience all of our different astral aura, you know, material, soul, our spirit, they all go through encounters, and they all go through endeavors, and good times and bad times. All of this gets imprinted on us, and it gets imprinted on our future incarnations as well. It stays with us. So when you see something in dream time, this may be actual situations on other planes of existence. And when I was in Long Beach, like I said, I had hundreds of experiences. I mean, it was like almost on a daily basis that these things were taking place. And the one that I'm talking about now, I touched on in a previous video once before, when I called it the Afterlife Celebrity Afterlife Simulation. And you know, I wasn't really this was, you know, I had a dream about it, but it was like ongoing for like a week, these visions in my head over this. I'd be just walking down the street and feel like one of these celebrities was just in me or around me, or giving me these visions in my head, these little scenes that would take place. And you know, I wrote songs over it, I was scribbling in notebooks over it. I mean, it was really consuming my thoughts for a couple of weeks every day. And I call it the modifying diamonds and spades, because that's what was said in the visions. And you know, you've seen the movie Beetlejuice, right? How the afterlife, they're in some like waiting room, and almost like with they had tickets, and they were waiting to see their afterlife counselor, or to you know, find out what's next for them in the afterlife. Like, you know, they were at like a doctor's office in the waiting room or something, you know. And this was very similar to my dream. There was a loudspeaker, there was a waiting room, and outside of the wait room was just endless black. It was just like an abyss. And then, you know, the waiting room stopped, and you can look out into the abyss and just see blackness that never ends. And like, yeah. So it was pretty intense. And the ones I remember seeing in this waiting room was Tupac Shakur, Layne Staley from Alice in Chains, and then that were the ones that were sticking out that I can remember. But Lisa Left Eye Lopez ended up coming through the dream as well. So basically on the loudspeaker, what I was hearing was modifying diamonds and spades, now serving number 32. And then Tupac was almost like a baseball announcer, like number 32, Tupac Shakur. I don't know why he was number 32. And it was definitely not a race issue why he was spades, you know, because he had it was a red spade, you know, on see, I don't know, it wasn't on anything. It was just I saw that when they called that number, it was this a red spade appeared, and then you know, I did see a black spade as well. I think, you know, there was this. It was like, you know, diamonds and spades, because part of him was a diamond as well. It was like I was seeing diamonds and spades like in the air. But when they first called his number, I thought I saw a 32 spade. You know, that was the first number I saw that popped up. It said Nile surveying number 32, Tupac Shakur, and I saw a big picture of the spade symbol. And what took place there was he came in on a disc, like he was standing on a crescent moon disc, almost like if you see the comic book Moon Knight. He has that disc crescent moon, and he came in floating on a disc, like it was like a hovercraft, and he's riding on this disc, standing there with his hands like this. And you know, in the dream now, the vision, I'm hearing that song from him, that Hail Mary, come with me, that song. You know, I'm hearing it, and when I was walking around having visions of this was playing in my head, and I'm hearing that song, and he's standing there with his hands folded like this. And then an apparition came down of Mary, or whoever you want to call it, you know. And they were looking eye to eye, and he was like calling her, like talking to her like he would talk to one of his friends, like, you know, like, yo nigga, like, no, yo nigga, like he was talking to her like that. And it was like making her, I think, angry or something, because it was like a whole weird situation taking place. And then behind them both, in the blackness, a fireball came like flying by, and you see Lisa Left Eye Lopez holding on the end of the fireball, like the trails of it, and then she like grabbed it and pulled herself up on it like she was riding a horse, and straddled it and took off on it, you know. And you know, I wish I could draw better, because I would draw these visions I saw in my head of this, but this was some kind of afterlife celebrity simulation taking place. And I really would like to talk more about this, but I gotta head off to work, and we'll continue this later. This is the Long Beach Chronicles, and Spiraled Out.